Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Let me see the project balancing performance, accuracy and precision for secure cloud transactions. This is based on cloud computing domain. Abstract. In distributed transactional database system deployed over cloud servers, entities cooperate to form proof of authority that are justified by collection of certified credential. This proof and credential may be evaluated and collected over an extended time period under the risk of having the underlying authorization policies or the user credential being in inconsistent states. It therefore becomes possible for policy-based authorization systems to make unsafe decisions that might threaten sensitive resources. In this paper, we highlight the criticality of the problem. We then define the notation of trusted transactions when dealing with proof of authorization. Accordingly, we propose several increasing stringent level of policy consistent constraints and present different enforcement approaches to guarantee the trustworthiness of transaction executing on cloud servers. We propose a two-phase validation commit protocol as a solution, which is modified version of basic two-phase commit protocol. We finally analyze the different approaches presented using both analytical evaluation of overheads and simulations to guide the decision makers to which approach to use. In cloud service, we have to register, and only we can use the cloud service. As same like which simulated here, user is subscribed for new account. When subscribing new account, an unique MAC ID is generated for the user. While the time of login, the MAC ID is validated from the system. When user enter the correct credential, then it allowed into the system, or else it existed from the system. When the user is entered into the system, the user try to execute a query. The query is first went to the two-phase commit protocol. Two-phase commit protocol means first the query is committed when complete execution of query, then it become commit, or else it exists. First the query is collected, then it is validated. If the transaction replay is true, means the query is executed and perform a safe transaction, or else exit from the system. The sample, the mail ID is sampled, gender, then password, phone type, India. Now registered. Here we have to enter email ID, then password, login. The MAC ID is generated here. Usage time, just need give 50. Before the user giving request, the server is started here. Start. We need to create a server locations. Chennai. Madurai. The transaction server load, we just gave the priority here. When low means just it accept 50 requests. When normal means it accept up to 100 requests. For high it accept until 1000 requests. After that we click proceed. First click on start transaction authority. The maximum load is 30. Initialize the service. Then client give the request. Authenticate. The server is authenticated. You can proceed now. Just name Sam. IP address. Then post. Here the authority. We run the gateway here. Just get the data. Then post the request here. Client details are sent to the server. Here the request is getted. Now request for the service. Provide a service. Click on request. Now we have to browse a file. View file. This is key file. Time. We need to give a time. 10. Bandwidth 10. Processing speed. Post request. Through here. Now the request is posted. The maximum time is 10, the bandwidth is 10, and the CPU usage 10. Then only it allow the further process. Here the file is get time, bandwidth and RAM speed. Service policy. Here policy is verified. The time taken is exceeded. The RAM value is not less than 60, so the process is not allowed. The policies here we formed. Now we give the correct request. Just name Sam, IP address. Now here just get data, then post the request. The client details are received here. Now provide a service. User now request the service. Now choose a file. Give the file here. Time for request. Now we give a time lesser than 5. Then bandwidth 10 here. Or I'll just give 8. Processing speed. Now post. Now the files are received here. The time, bandwidth and the RAM. Service policy here. Policy checking. Now the service is allowed here because the time taken is lesser than 10 and bandwidth is lesser than 10. So the transaction is proceeded. Here file transfer is proceed. Client files to send service. Accept the file. Now the file is transferred successfully with the safe transaction here.